Morning everyone, good morning, welcome to Tradivr Crypto, and today we are going to be showing you our analysis on what we think Bitcoin is going to do. Currently this morning, this is Friday, March 27th, 9 a.m. So what do I think? Because we are approaching London session. So what do I think that Bitcoin is going to do? Well, at the moment, let me go to my trading view and show you guys something very interesting. Now, these are the two very clean zones. Why do I say these are the two very clean zones? This is the positive gamma zone. So this is the positive gamma zone. Gamma zone. Now, this is from 70k to 71k. Now, this is the negative gamma zone. Negative gamma zone, of which we are in right now. So this is the negative gamma zone, and on this positive and negative gamma zone, there are very important things that we need to find out and we need to watch out for. So what are those things? Now, in this negative gamma zone, any move we see here is going to really be accelerated. Like you can see, there is no strong imbalance from here to here. Now, this is my imbalance indicator, and if you check all the imbalances, this order book imbalance indicator, which you can use an order flow imbalance indicator, of which the rest imbalances are actually around 73 and other places. So there is no close by imbalances around here. If you are an order flow trader, you know what imbalance is all about. And yesterday we saw Solana reacting to this stacked imbalance around here. It couldn't break this one. Even here it couldn't break it. So it has been moving in between both of them. This is actually the importance of imbalance as a zone. So when you draw your zone and you have an imbalance, it's actually aligned with an imbalance, you can use tools like EXO charts and MMT to actually know imbalance. But that's by the way. Let's go back here. Now, what we're talking about here is this. Now, this negative gamma zone, if we break this support that we see right here, we are going to be, now let me not just talk. Let me show you what I'm trying to say. Now, if you look at this is pin candidates, that's plus or negative 5% from spot snapshot 27th of March, which is today. Expiry is 29th of March, which is in the next 2 days. And if we look at everything here, these are the 4 resistances and 4 support levels that have high level of call and put options. But now on these support levels, these are the negative gamma zone, then this resistance level, these are the positive gamma zone. Now in positive gamma zone, if price moves up, the market makers will sell. If price moves down, the market makers will buy. So around this 69 to 74 is the positive gamma zone, and around this 67.5 to 68 is the negative gamma zone, and the strongest zone that we have is 68. And one thing we find out is that whenever we break this strongest gamma zone, which is 68, we normally go down very, very fast, because in a negative gamma zone, whenever the market makers are selling, whenever the market is going down, market makers joins in selling and pushing it fast. So either it goes up and they buy a lot, and it goes down and they sell a lot. So there is a lot of expansion that's going to be happening. That's why you are seeing a lot of quick moves. If you are in our group, which the link is in the description of this YouTube, both our Telegram and on our WhatsApp group, you see a lot of people there where we discuss a lot of things about this, and we follow every movement of BTC from morning till night. And you will see that this support that's the strongest, which is this one here, this 68k is the strongest. If we break it, there's going to be a very big problem, because there is going to be a very, very strong, all these support zones, whenever you break it, there's going to be a strong move downwards. So there's going to be a strong move in any of these places downward. So right now we are the positive gamma zone is 71. So anything from this 68 to 70, 67, 67.5, they are all negative gamma zone. Whatever move you have is going to be accelerated. So on this kind of places, I use conditional entries. Conditional entries, I'll tell you what those things, what it means. I'll tell you what conditional entry means and how to do it. Now this is for the options that are expiring on the 29th. So let's go to the options that is going to expire on the 28th, which is tomorrow. Now we are seeing again 68.5 is the strongest resistance support zone. So around 68.5 to 68 is the two strongest support zones for options that are ending tomorrow and next tomorrow. So this place is the strongest place where if we break, there's going to be a big problem. So let us now go and watch how is the market reacting to these two places. Let's check it. Let's see how they are reacting to these two places. Now let's go here, and what we are seeing here is this. We are seeing that coming to this angle, there are lots of sellers pushing the price down, and it pushed it into this particular support level that we find ourselves in. Now let's check something very strong and very, very important. Now this is the footprint chart, and on this footprint chart we are checking big buyers and big sellers. So when it came down into this zone, it tried to move up, and we have sellers pushing it down here. Every time it tries to move up, sellers were very, very strong here. They pushed it down. Look at this week, they pushed it down, and they found the result, because this is like the pushing down. This is where they appeared, but did they have a result? Yes or no? Yes, because in the upcoming candles, they pushed it back into the zone. They were trying to put it back into the zone, but this is around 69k, where we lost that 69k yesterday. And when we came, this is where we came into the zone. Now when we came into the zone, buyers pushed it up back again. Now buyer pushed it up back. Did they sustain that move? No, they didn't sustain it. When they were trying to push it up, they were rejected, and they came back into the zone, but they were pushed up again. They came back into the zone. From here you see that sellers are present, so this is a sign that sellers are present in this market. Now buyers tried a very strong this thing to push this thing up again, and if you can see from here, the bubbles, buyers appeared here, but sellers were more aggressive. Buyers are here, but sellers are even more here, trying to push it down. So let's watch what is happening. Buyers try to push this up again. This is like the third time, because they tried here, sellers pushed it down here, pushed it down here. Here they appeared aggressively to try and push it up, but they were rejected by these passive sellers, and you can see these passive sellers being appearing all these places. So this is not a good sign. This is not a good sign. They're pushing it back into this zone, pushing it back into this zone, but this zone has a high level number of buyers. Now buyers are protecting this zone. As you can see from here, whenever they enter inside here, buyers are very strong. So as you can see, or even when there's a very big seller into this zone, buyers push it up again. This 65 to 60, 68.5 to 68k zone. So if sellers win this place, what I'm going to do is I'm going to place a conditional entry under this 68k. So around 67,950 should be a good place. But how do I know that? So let's go and check. Let's go and check and look for a good volume profile we are going to use, and check where should we enter this trade. Let's check. Now on the way down here, we can see that it's really is not even going above the POC. So it's rejecting from the POC. Whenever it wants to go above the POC, this is another sign. It's rejecting from the POC. Just want to let you guys know it's rejecting from the POC. So one good entry is to wait for it to break this negative gamma zone, because it's going to be accelerated from all the selling pressure. Let me show you that this is a selling pressure, because this is another way I can know what is happening on a range. Now this is 1 hour. Let me make it 15 minutes. I love using 15 minutes to check what is happening inside a range. Now ever since it came down here and trying to push up, they are pushing it down, push up, they're trying to push it down, push up, and push it down. So let's check who are more here. Now if you check here, like if you watch my yesterday's video, I taught you how to know what is a distribution and what is a accumulation. Now this is a distribution. This is another sign that sellers are very, very present in this accumulative zone. So it is high likelihood that we are going to push downwards. So now I told you I'm going to be waiting for it, and I'm going to put a conditional stop loss here. So let me go back to my daily chart. Let me go back to my daily chart. Now, if you go to the daily chart, solid my chart is really, really messy. So if you look into this chart, you will see that there is a trend. We are on a trend, and there is a high chance we can come down to this area. Okay, so let me delete all these lines I drew, leaving only just the zones. Now, as you can see in the daily, we are on an uptrend because it is creating higher highs and higher lows. But this is like a mini structure this is an internal structure, and in this internal structure is like a decision zone, because if this internal structure goes to break this place, if it goes to break this place, there's going to be a break of structure. So if there's going to be a break of structure here, and maybe it will come down to around this 66k or stuff, because I'm a scalper and a day trader. So I am anticipating that if it breaks here, it's going to break this structure and come to around this 66k and bounce on this other support that we have here. This place has been a very strong place where buyers used to refill. So how do we know that? Let's check the let's look for the low volume node of this move right from when it started. So sorry, let me quickly delete this. Delete this, and now if we let me use a follow. Okay, it's on follow. Now let's use normal candles so it can be more brighter. Now let's take this pump and see the pump started from here and it actually ended here. So let's see, where should the price come. Now it's telling us that the price should come back to this. If we take the daily, now this is the daily bias right now, so there is a high likelihood it's supposed to come to this very earlier low. This very earlier low is a very, very strong, as you can see, is the value and has both the highest buying pressure under the value low. So this value low is the best place that is going to come to. So this is supposed to be the next target if it breaks. So if I will be a swing trader, I'm going to be trading and I'm going to be making a prediction, or not just a prediction, because I like reacting than predicting price. So let me make it green so that it's a support. Now this is the daily bias zone. This is the daily bias zone. Daily bias zone. Now this is my daily bias zone. This is where I believe it's supposed to come to. This is where I believe it's supposed to get to. So if you ask me, this is daily bias support zone, and I think if it breaks here, it's supposed to get here before it will know what else we should do, because we cannot predict more than what is happening on the market. Like as it stands now, I'm more bearish than I'm bullish on the market. And this is Tradivr Crypto. Join our Telegram, join our WhatsApp. Let's talk, let's discuss. Every time, if you want to keep updated, you want to know what's happening in the market, you can always come and we'll analyze it together, and we will get the daily biases and we'll make a very, very good trade. Join us, and this is not financial advice. Thank you so much.